between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. We couldn't ask for more perfect weather here today. And here we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. And his first pass falls incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me there's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down, they need 7. Here's Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
It's 4th down.
They're going to go. It's Love. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10 from the 43. Darts coming out throwing. He's got a man left. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
I certainly don't mind completions nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry, but that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
So second and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. Now here's Cam Scatteroo on the ground. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. That was Michael Parsons making that play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Packers going nickel on third. Dart setting in the throw here. And he's going to go down. They drop him back on his own side at the 47. James Vaughn Hargrave. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20. The Giants are set to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready? Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Has room down the left sideline. Into the red zone. That's a Green Bay touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Xavier Gibson now to return.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. He's start on the ground here. Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air with Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
4 yards on the pickup.
We've reached the end of the first quarter. The Packers on top early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone.
Yellow, 43.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Right. Ready. Green jacket. Black, 95.
Love. And he gets home. Touchdown, Packers. That is Christian Watson. First return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. Now we'll see them try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. Now lead by 14 points.
14. Giants nothing. To kick off.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Dark on the pistol. Dumps it off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Now Dart on 2nd down. And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that 2nd down. That means it's 3rd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Third and long for him here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Packers are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
21 yards. And the Packers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the ready.
Jacobs can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Off the tackle.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2,
Brings up
second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Jacobs again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Defense making a couple of good stops here. And this brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
45.
Jacobs on 3rd and goal. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. Well, they sure were dug in. They were ready for the run there, just like the play before it, Brock. Got him stopped short.
Yeah, more than likely they knew a run was coming, but that doesn't take anything away from their effort to make the stop. That just defensively is awesome.
Leading the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1.
Let's go. 10 plus.
On the sneak, it's Love. And the QB sneak is denied. Didn't get it across. They're going to turn this over on down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Working from his end zone. Caught by Theo Johnson. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that gives New York the first. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Good set.
Here goes Dart to the air. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Love looking to pass. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. A good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Here he is on 3rd and short. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moves in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Gibson on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's second down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
It's Tracy on second down. Good pickup, but he's denied that first down. His stop comes at the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at
Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Third down, Tracy gets it. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. It's going to be a New York first down.
He's tackled
Offense in the hurry up here.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Giants.
Now Dart. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. That's Hargrave again. And that is a couple for him today.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Working on second down. Dart escapes the pocket. And they pick him off again. There he goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay. Looking to tack on the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
24. Giants, nothing. Trace back to kick off for Green Bay.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Gibson on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dart. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but in what gets really tough right here in game action.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Here's Dart now. And they're going to get there and bring him down. That's just inside the 10-yard line. That's Hargrave again. This is his third sack of this game.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this third and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. They'll drop this down, Scatterboo. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Darts. And they pick him off again. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Darts pass. Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. This is Reed working the right side. And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on 1st.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex.
Yeah.
You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Hey, green. Blue 32. Ready?
Jacobs punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point attempt coming up.
For the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that adds yet another to their lead.
31. Giants nothing.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought to the ground by the ball hawk and former New York Giant, Xavier McKinney. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the 4th quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Darts looking to throw. And down he goes. The defense got to him right around the 26. Micah Parsons. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on fourth. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And the fourth down gain takes him across midfield to the opposing 40, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 35. And the Giants first down.
Darts back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
Second down throw here from Darts. And with a man all over him, he just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up third down.
I can understand he's still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because this has been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. This is close, but does not get that first. They're going to be left with a 4th and short. Offense to the line fast.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
No run, it's Scattaboo. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Ready, deal, black. Red, cycle.
To the air with Love. Short pass brought in. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers on the favorable end of this blowout. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Set. Black 40. Fury, yellow. Black shot.
Love. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Six, mega. Down, ready.
Throwing, it's Love. Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. Hit there, and he's forced out. A gain of about 15 before it. And that is a Packers first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on, set. Blue 32. Hut.
They're going to pass it here. Another one here to Jacobs. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Big hitter on first down. 30 yards. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Set, smash, red. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Chased out to his right. Right back to him, but he can't make the catch this time. Defender waiting with that hit, forces it out. Needs 2nd down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Here we go, set. Set.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Good work there, adding a little chunk after that catch as he gets it ahead for 8 yards. Make this 3rd and short.
Holland on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Couldn't beat him again. He tried. He wanted that second touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line.
Nowhere to go with it. He's planted. They got him at the 16. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And they pad their lead by 1. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Gibson now to return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Gibson on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Get set. You're good. Set. Flip it. Hey, alert. Hey, Duke.
Dart setting in the throw here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it sets up 2nd down.
What does that smell? Do you smell that, Kate? I kind of smell that right there. You know what that smells of? That smells of desperation with that pass.
Lining up for one final snap. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So this is a Packers win. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.